You know the cartoon, right? Popeye the Sailor Man? He gets beaten up, he pops open a can of spinach, and boom, he's got instant power. Well, guess what? That can of spinach, it's real. And it's not in your pantry, it's right there, on your phone, inside those quick commerce apps you use all the time.
We all use them. You need something, and boom, it's at your door in minutes. It feels like we're the ones with the superpower, right? But here's the thing. When that app starts flexing its muscles, who's really getting stronger? Is it you, or is it the app? That's the big question we're going to dig into today.
So to really get where all this power comes from, we gotta go back to the source, the secret ingredient in the spinach, if you will. And it all starts with this really powerful idea from behavioral science called nudge theory. And the core idea? It's actually fascinating. Back in 2008, these two academics, Richard Thaler and Cass Sunstein, they came up with this pretty revolutionary concept. They said, look, instead of forcing people to do things, with laws and bans, what if you could just gently guide them toward making better choices just by changing how you present the options? That's it.
And here's the thing. Originally, this was all meant for good. Seriously, think about something as simple as a cafeteria putting the salads right at eye level, or a company automatically enrolling its employees in a retirement plan. You have to actively choose to opt out. It's brilliant, right? It's kind of like your mom hiding some veggies in the spaghetti sauce. It's a helpful, well-intentioned little push in the right direction. But, and this is a big but, here's the twist. That brilliant, helpful idea, well, it got adopted, and then it got supercharged. And you could definitely argue it got turned into a kind of weapon by these modern quick commerce apps. Let me walk you through a scenario I know you've been in. Okay, so you open the app, your goal is simple, you just need milk. That's it, you add it to your cart, and then you see it, that little progress bar, that little voice saying, hey, you're so close to free delivery. And just like that, your whole mission changes. You're not buying milk anymore. Oh, no. You are now on an epic quest to save, a 15 rupee delivery fee by spending 60 rupees on a chocolate bar you absolutely did not need.
So why on earth does this work on us, every single time? Well, there's a name for it. It's a real psychological principle called the goal gradient effect. See, our brains are just wired to finish things. We can't help it. That progress bar getting closer and closer to full, it's like seeing the finish line in a race. And we will sprint to cross it, even when it makes absolutely zero financial sense. And boom, the app just took its first bite of spinach.
Oh, but the app is not done with you yet, not even close. Just as you're about to finally check out, a little video pops up in the corner of your screen. It's not even a full-on ad, just this little window of a perfectly crispy, steaming hot samosa. You can almost hear the oil crackling. And instantly, your brain just forgets. Milk? What milk? This is another classic nudge. It's called salience. Basically, the app makes that samosa so visually and audibly loud that it completely hijacks your brain's to-do list. I mean, think about it. 5 seconds ago, a samosa wasn't even on your radar. Now, it's the only thing you can think about. The app didn't just nudge you to buy something, it literally changed what you want in that exact moment. And this brings us to a really crucial turning point, because there is a very fine line between a helpful nudge and something way more manipulative. This is where that helpful spinach starts to go bad. This is where we cross over from nudge into something its own creators later started calling sludge.
And this, right here, perfectly explains the difference. A helpful nudge, that serves your goal. It's like, hey, you're buying cereal, do you need milk? That's helpful. Sludge, on the other hand, serves the business's goal. That pre-selected tip that's already set to 20 rupees, that's not helping you. That's using your own brain against you to make them more money.
And why does that little trick work so well? It's another powerful psychological quirk called default bias. Look, we humans, we're kind of lazy by nature. We love the path of least resistance. We tend to just stick with whatever is already chosen for us, because changing it takes effort. You have to think, you have to click. It's just easier to do nothing. And the app is absolutely counting on that.
And that's pretty much the definition of sludge. It's adding friction. It's intentionally making things a little bit harder for you so that things become easier and more profitable for the business. It is the exact opposite of that original helpful spirit of the nudge.
Okay, now for one of the most powerful, most effective bits of sludge you will ever see. It's this one simple sentence. The effect it has on our brain is just instant, and it's powerful. It triggers a really primal fear. And that fear, yep, it's got a name too. It's called loss aversion. All it means is that we are way more motivated by the fear of losing something than we are by the idea of gaining something of the same value. The pain of missing out on that bread feels way worse than the pleasure of actually getting it. So the app hits you with that and a little bit of social proof, hey, your neighbors are buying it, and suddenly you have this irresistible urge to buy it right now. So what happens when it's not just one nudge here or one bit of sludge there? What happens when the app decides to eat the entire can of spinach all at once? Well, you get completely and totally overwhelmed. It's a full-on assault.
Think about it. It's an absolute blitz on your brain. You've got the progress bar pushing you to spend more. You've got a countdown timer creating this false sense of urgency, a sudden surge fee because, oh, it might be raining, and then a sweet little notification about your driver, Rakesh, building this weird emotional connection. It is pure, calculated chaos.
And all of this leads to a state called nudge fatigue. Your poor brain is just being bombarded with all these little decisions, all this pressure, and it just gets tired. It gets exhausted. And you know what an exhausted brain does? It gives up. It stops trying to be rational, and it just takes the easiest path out, which is usually, fine, whatever, I'll just buy it all. And the app knows. It knows you're tired, so it comes in with its final, ultimate move, the checkmate. Smart reorder. One tap, no thinking, your usual stuff is on its way. This is the ultimate play on something called status quo bias, or deep, deep preference to just keep things the way they are. Why would you think about what you need when you can just hit one button and repeat last time? At this point, the app has eaten so much spinach, it doesn't even need you to make choices anymore. It's making them for you. Which, of course, brings us all the way back to where we started. Back to Popeye and back to the biggest question of all. In this whole scenario, who are you? Because here's the critical difference, right? Popeye was in control. He decided when he needed that spinach. He was in charge of the power-up. But when we use these apps, we don't get to choose. The app eats its spinach whenever it wants, and we're the ones who get punched over and over again right in the wallet. So really think about it next time you open one of these apps. Are you Popeye, the hero of your own story, empowered by this incredible convenience? Or are you Bluto, constantly getting outsmarted and beaten up by an app that's just way stronger and is always, always hungry for more spinach? It's a really tough question, and it's even tougher to answer when you look down at your phone and realize, what the heck? It's only 35 more rupees for free delivery.